Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a premiere video tonight. This is actually going to premiere at like 1 a.m. or so for this Wednesday versus video. And this is for season 2, episode 13 that I'm doing for you guys for the Wednesday versus video. And this is for a band versus band this time around. It's actually going to be for Starset versus Dayseeker that I'm putting together and seeing who the winner is going to be. That I'm mashing them up together to see who the winner is going to be, of course. So, yeah, this is for Season 2, Episode 13 for Starset versus Dayseeker. So, I'm going to discuss what I'm going to be talking about in this video and who I personally think, in my opinion, will be the winner. And sorry if I said "and as always." And I'll let you know what I thought of this special video. So let's dive into this special video for the Wednesday versus video season 2 episode 13 for Starset versus Dayseeker. Now, sorry for my slurring and messing up with my wording. I just tend to do that sometimes. But basically, Starset has had a good run for this past 4 album cycles of theirs, and they've had a lot of good hits, honestly, in my personal opinion. I think they're going to have their 5th album next year or something like that, because the 2020s have been pretty good to them, honestly, in my opinion. So, they started in 2013. So their first album came out in 2014, which was Transmissions. Transmissions, I meant to say. Said it weirdly, honestly. Then it was Vessels, then it was Divisions, and now Horizons. So, they have pretty cool album titles, honestly. Um, um, Basically, Divisions was their more unsure and unsettling album, because there were a few songs on that album that I wasn't sure if I was connecting with, like Fault Line, Trials. Trials wasn't bad, but I wouldn't call it the best song in my opinion. But they have had really good tracks too, like Satellite, Icarus from the Horizons album, Symbiotic, Dreamcatcher was, I think Dreamcatcher was pretty strong in my opinion. Not the best track, but pretty strong track. Um, and then there was some other tracks like This Endless Endeavor, I meant to say. Pretty good song in my opinion, and well worth listening to. I think you gotta experience the whole Horizons album yourself to get your own perspective on what you think of it. And Starset's albums are like a little venture through space and the galaxy and all that kind of shit. So it's pretty interesting how their albums are more spacey feel and all that. Like you're venturing through space kind of shit. So it's pretty interesting and pretty good. Pretty good music too. So I've really loved Starset when I first heard them with the Satellite song. And I think I really got into them because of the Transmissions album. Those were the first 2 albums I really connected with back in 2017. I think 2018 is when I got into them. And excuse my yawning. I think 2018 is when I got into them, to be honest. So I was a little behind on getting caught up with them. But basically, yeah, Starset could be the winner for this video. But to get to the next band, to talk about their albums I've listened to, I have heard 4 albums from Starset, all 4 of their albums. But the next band I've only heard less albums from them. So, Dayseeker is the next band I'm going to talk about, and after that I will give you a rundown of who I personally think will be the winner, in my opinion. So, Dayseeker is a pretty good band for sure. Rory Rodriguez has really good vocals, and so does Dustin Bates, of course, from Starset. And he has good vocals. He did a side project called Mannequin, and I really enjoyed that Mannequin album they released, um, called the self-titled Mannequin. So it came out back in, I believe, 2020 or 2019, if I remember correctly. It was a couple years ago, if I remember correctly. But basically, Dayseeker has had pretty good songs. Sleep Talk being my personal favorite. Dark Sun has grown a little distant from me because I've listened to it so much, and I can say now I wouldn't call it album of the year, but it is a pretty good album. Just has a few songs I don't know if I'm personally feeling for, in my personal opinion. And sorry for my yawning. In my personal opinion, I think Dayseeker, I've only listened to 2 albums of theirs. I do gotta check out more of their discography and give it a rundown and listen to see what I think of it. But basically, from the 2 albums I've experienced, I think Sleep Talk was the better one, in my personal opinion. I wouldn't call it great, but it is the better one than Dark Sun. Dark Sun is interesting of a listen, but it doesn't do much for me after repeated listens so much of that album, and I do own the CD, of course. I still think it's a pretty good album. I just have my critiques about it as of now. So, yeah, I think for a winner for this Wednesday versus Video Season 2, Episode 13, I'm going to have to choose Starset in this case. I love Rory Rodriguez's vocals in Dayseeker as well. He's got great vocals. I'm not discrediting him for that. I just personally think there are some songs I like from Dayseeker and other songs that I just can't personally connect with too much. And sorry about my yawning. It's just, I gotta go to bed in a moment. Please forgive my yawning in this video. I know it's a little bit bothersome to some of my viewers, and they're like, oh, stop yawning. I'm like, I gotta go to bed pretty soon, so yeah. Basically, Starset's gonna be the winner. I've heard more of their music, and I do need to give Dayseeker more listens, so they could be competitors against the next band who I deem to go against them, of course, next time around. So, yeah, Starset's going to be the winner for this Wednesday versus Video Season 2, Episode 13 video. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Starset versus Dayseeker for this Wednesday versus Video Season 2, Episode 13 video, if you enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed this kind of lengthy video on, it's not very lengthy, but it feels like I kept dragging it on a bit. So, I'm sorry for yawning in this video. It's just, like I said, I'm very tired. I'm gonna be going to bed in a moment. But if you did enjoy this Wednesday versus Video Season 2, Episode 13 for Starset versus Dayseeker, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. I will have another review coming out for more movie reviews. Devotion, I think, is going to be the next one. I'm going to have to wait on Bones and All. That's a movie that I may have to wait one more week because it's going to have a video on demand thing next week or something like that. That's what it was saying, but I don't know for sure, in my honest opinion. I'll just wait till next week and see what happens, because it said something about December 13th having a release date of a video on demand thing or whatever. So that's a possibility that'll be out on Solar Movie. in due time. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this Starset versus Dayseeker for Wednesday versus Video Season 2 Episode 13 video. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. I do love the Dayseeker, but I wouldn't say they're better than Starset. Starset tops it. They're probably the best electronic rock band I've listened to for quite a while. And they experiment, but they do it in a really good way to where the songs I can personally connect with. Lyrically, sonically, and musically, I can connect with the sound they're going for with their new stuff. Like Horizons was a really good album, but this year's music in 2022 has been hit or miss for uh, some bands and artists. So basically, I hope you enjoyed this Wednesday versus Video Season 2 Episode 13 video for Starset versus Dayseeker. Starset will be the winner in this case. Next week's Wednesday versus video, I think you guys will enjoy. Um, so until then, stay safe. Take care, guys. I will have more movie reviews coming out the rest of the week. And as always, I will see you in my next review.